What's up, guys? Welcome back to Digital Dive-In, the proper gaming talk show, where we cover all the gaming topics every single week. You know what? I'm ready to do that. I've been doing it differently, and now that Cage is back, I'm falling into my old habits.
Yeah, because I think we're not just talking about games. So.
Oh my god! Ever since with KJ back, I'm like remembering all of our old videos, and I'm like, oh, those are fun.
Tell me when we're recording.
Oh, we've been recording.
Are we recording? Tight, nigga. You got some editing to do. What's going on, internet? It is your boy. It's triumphant return. KJ is back to the channel. Hello. Welcome to Digital Dive-In, the proper gaming talk show. I'm KJ.
Since this is also going up on all podcast platforms, where you find your podcast, you can find ours under the proper gaming talk show. So make sure you check it out. But it was May the 4th yesterday. Today is Revenge of the 5th, or tomorrow's Revenge of the 6th. Depends on whatever you really want to do. We're going to be talking about Star Wars shit. I mean, I saw
a lot of names for days.
Did you see the one I posted on Facebook? It was like the Star Wars week.
You remember when I told you I woke up 15 minutes ago? I think I did anything.
It was May the 4th be with you. There's always a bigger 5th. Revenge of the 6th. I am the 7th. And then it goes 8, 9, and 10, which don't really work, but that's no moon. 8's a space station. A 9 addition to my collection. And it's trees in 10.
It's trees. Actually, it's true that does work.
The last 3 don't work. Whoever made it, the last 3 don't work. But I'm still
I was
with
going to say, it probably just sounds like a fucking pun contest.
No, exactly. Oh my god. But no, we're going to be going over our, most favorite Star Wars stuff in terms of movies, games, characters, what have you. And then we're also probably going to be shitting on the sequels as well, because what Star Wars fan doesn't at this point?
I mean, Star Wars is so big that there's got to be some things that you hate as well as some things that you love.
Well, that's the thing. The Star Wars fan base loves to hate their own shit, all right? Like, we love to hate at least half of our fandom.
You think it's just Star Wars?
I mean, it's not just Star Wars, but it's Star Wars. The Star Wars fan base is very famous for that. Most of their fans hate at least half of the entire fandom. So,
I wouldn't say half. I think everyone just falls into a trilogy, right? Everybody has their own trilogy that they adapt as their own. Like, you got your OGs. Like, I don't know what you guys fall into, but like, I'm 4, 5, 6. Those are my movies, right? Yeah. But I got a little cousin who, like, he was born in like 98. He freaking loves 1, 2, 3. He loves the prequels.
I mean,
and then,
but I still love 1, 2, 3.
I mean, yeah, I was born in 94, so I mean, I was raised on the prequels too, but I saw the originals before I ever saw the prequels. So,
well, that's what I'm saying. But he saw the prequels before he saw the. But he saw, damn. He saw the prequels before he saw the. Damn, nigga! He's my fucking little cousin back, dude.
Yeah, Patrick, let's focus on how the fuck did you not see the originals? How did you not see
I
the
did.
originals?
No, I'm saying I did see the originals. I saw the originals before I ever saw the prequels. Like, my uncle he has like his golden VHS box set of the originals, special edition originals. So I was raised on that. Like, I was watching Empire constantly. That's my favorite one.
Every Sunday we're on Star Wars. Like, every Sunday we just watch Star Wars, like, as a family.
Whenever we would go to his house, we would always watch one of the Star Wars movies, because he had this awesome, super cool collection. I was like, I'm watching this whenever I go over. So, yeah. And then those prequels came out, and I remember going to go see all the prequels in theaters. Which is so weird.
I did too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I don't know. I like the prequels just because they focus more on the Jedi. That was some people like the Mandalorian. Star Wars is such a robust universe. Some people like the Mandalorians more. Some people like the Star Troopers or the Jedi. Like, everybody has their own like crowd that they like, more. So for me, it was the Jedi. I always like, more of the Jedi.
I mean, I love the Jedi. I love the Jedi lore behind it all. But I also love it when Star Wars goes off and does stuff besides Jedi, because they've been doing Jedi stuff for so long. Like, yesterday I saw Rogue One and Solo, and those are both incredible movies because they only have 2 cameos.
Oh, all right. You done said the first dumb fucking thing out your mouth.
No. Solo is great. Solo is great.
No, it's not.
Yes, it was. It was great. It's an overhated Star Wars movie. It's an way overhated movie.
Pick the horrible person to play Solo. They picked the worst player. He didn't look
great.
like him at all.
Okay. I'll give you the only thing I'll say about it is that he doesn't look like Harrison Ford did in the original movies. However, he got the vibe down on Han Solo. He did a very good naive Solo because he was 18 at the time. He got the vibe. He felt like a young Han, and I loved Lando Calrissian with Donald Glover. He was amazing.
Yeah, I think Donald Glover.
Everyone says Donald Glover. What the fuck? That movie's bad.
It's
Stop
not bad.
fucking hyping up a bad movie because one person you likes in it.
It's a Star Wars heist movie. Come on. Heist movies are great.
Yeah,
We already had one. It was called Rogue One.
Rogue One was
That's a good heist movie. They're running into a base to steal plans and then sabotage the plans.
No,
yeah,
Rogue One is a far better movie for sure. But I just think Solo is a fun movie to watch.
It's not really.
I think it's fun.
Well.
I think it's fun. I think the movie is way overhated for.
I've been on this episode for 6 minutes and you already said something fucking dumb. That's crazy. This is why I do sabbatical episodes. You just be saying some wild shit. Be I can't handle it, bro.
I'm sorry. I enjoyed Solo. I thought it was a fun movie.
Everybody's entitled to their opinion. Yours is just wrong. I don't know what to fucking tell you.
Oh my god!
I think the only good 7. The only movie that was good post 7 was probably Rogue One. That was about it. All the rest of them after 7 were kind of bad.
Nah, dude. Even 7 wasn't that great. It's just a rehash of A New Hope. That's all it was.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but 7 was probably the best of the next.
Oh yeah, of course it is.
The main ones, but out of that, there was 7, and then after that, Rogue One, and then after that, it's just the rest of them just weren't really that great.
7 was just nostalgic. That was the only good thing about it.
Fuck this.
We don't know what you said, but all we did was fuck Disney. That's the whole thing.
You know what?
Disney.
Yes, fuck Disney in general because overall they pretty much fucked Star Wars. Well, actually, Kathleen Kennedy fucked Star Wars.
I'm tired of people selling their IPs to Disney. Disney does not do great with other people's IPs. Marvel sold to Disney. Marvel is kind of, I just don't. And what they did with Star Wars is just not great so far.
Here's the thing I'll point at that. How is Disney not handling IPs? Because what's the point of an IP? It's to make bread, son. They're still making hell money.
Oh yeah, they are.
You might not like how it's developed, but it's still artistically it's not as integral as it used to be, right? Yeah. It's now it's all about churning out the cash, churning out bills. Spin off here, spin off there, branding deal, licensing deal here, movie here, TV show here, toys here. But they're still doing it at an efficient pace. And,
It doesn't make you money, but at some point, integrity has to be a focal point.
Yeah, no, Star Wars definitely turned into they're way more focused on actually making money, and they're not so much focused on the fans anymore. Even though The Mandalorian is amazing, it's been killing it ever since it started. Boba Fett.
Hit or miss.
Yeah, certain episodes are good. The first couple episodes are great. The last couple were just. Once they started focusing on that gang, it was just started to fall off.
Yeah, and that's the thing. The thing about this is they're making it for kids, and kids necessarily don't know any better because they were raised on new shit instead of the original. So. They're going to be yo, man, 7, 8, 9.
They're definitely throwing the original fans under the bus. They're 100% throwing original fans under the bus. They're giving them some things here and there. They gave us the Han Solo, or not the Han Solo, the freaking Luke Skywalker cameo in Mandalorian, which was such a good scene. Amazing scene. They gave us a Darksaber, which really wasn't for OG fans. That was for middle fans who watched Clone Wars and Rebels. But either way. And then Boba Fett, they did mainly for kids. The character himself was for the OG fans, but he didn't really feel like what the Boba Fett that we're used to. So,
right.
I don't know. It was Boba Fett was just a weird show.
The Mandalorian shows are they're not for me per se. I didn't really resonate with them. They have some good moments with Luke and stuff like that I watched. I watched the first 2 episodes of Mandalorian, and that was it.
Oh
I ain't watched Boba Fett. I ain't watched The
Nah, see, I freaking
What
love The
did
Mandalorian. I think it's almost a gold tier show.
I watched like all the highlights of The Mandalorian and of Boba Fett, and that did just as well as watching the whole season. So
it's a Star Wars Western. It's awesome.
You know, but I mean, what's your guys' favorite cartoons? Like, they had a shit ton of cartoons.
Yo, do you guys remember the original Clone Wars animated short
I
that
was
they
gonna
made?
say that was my favorite. That is my all-time
That
favorite
art style was weird as hell, but it was great.
And I liked it because the first season there was no vocals.
I'm not even talking about the show. I'm not talking about the show. I'm talking about the original short movie that they made with that weird animated style. Before they made the Clone
animation, right?
Yeah, before they made
You mean the actual movie?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's just called the Clone Wars.
Yeah. It was like that anthology movie.
This is where I get crucified. I've never watched a minute of either animated property.
I mean, that's fine. They're good, and I do highly recommend them, but they are definitely geared towards kids, and a lot of episodes you can see that, especially with Rebels. Rebels is heavily a kid's show. I
didn't watch Rebels. I didn't watch Bad Batch.
I didn't watch Bad Batch either. I watched a couple episodes. I watched Visions. Visions was fun because it's Star Wars anime, and that's killer. It was dope.
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds sick. I just haven't watched it.
No, Rebels was 100% kids show because they start off each episode. You know those kids shows that have are built around a certain moral dilemma in all those show episodes. Every episode of Rebels, almost all the early episodes are built around some moral dilemma that they have to overcome to teach kids how to be good people. So I get it. It's super cringy for me because I'm over here like a 28-year-old, I want to learn how to be a good person. But Clone Wars is more action focused. It's more for Star Wars fans, not so much for kids. So it's worth watching, especially the last season that they came out with. It's awesome. Oh. So I do highly recommend it.
My favorite was the original Clone Wars from Cartoon Network.
Oh yeah,
it was
that's what we're talking about.
I thought you were talking about the 3D animated one that came out with 7 seasons.
Oh, that one, yeah. No, I think the one that you're talking about, that had the little shorts, was taken from that movie. Because the movie was an anthology movie that came out with this really weird animation style, really really cool animation style, but it was really weird and out of nowhere.
Because the original one had 4 seasons, and the first season there were no vocals, and it was just no vocals in it. And
yeah,
it was just
that's exactly the anthology movie that came out. I think they just took bits of that and put it on TV, but
and it was and it was more Dell. It had such a
it was cool. It was super cool. I liked that one a lot. I thought that was really fun.
And then my next one is probably the Star Wars anime. That was really cool.
Which Star Wars anime are you talking about?
The one where they had 6 different authors. And
that was Visions. Yeah, that was Visions.
Yeah, that was Visions. Yeah,
Visions was fun.
My second favorite animated.
Yeah, no, that one was super fun. A couple episodes were kind of just boring, but the one with the ancient Sith guy was super super cool. There was one where they had to where they gathered all the Force sensitive Jedi who were looking for a new lightsaber. That episode was really, 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 really cool. There's other episodes that are just kind of there, and I wasn't a huge fan of. The first, the fourth. There's 3 that were really, really good. I didn't hear.
The one with the siblings were fighting against each other. That one was really good.
That was the first episode. That was amazing. I love that one.
Oh, that was nice.
Now, what about now? Since we are a gaming talk show, I guess we should talk about the Star Wars games because there's a buttload of them. And I'm sure we've all have our separate ones, which probably we most likely have similar favorite ones. But Jedi Fallen Order, I'm pretty sure is on everyone's list as one of their top favorite games because that game was. That game was. What are you talking about?
I was kidding.
You did it out. You fucked up. I'm focused. You fucked up. I'm focused again. You said that game is ass.
No, he was apparently he was joking. Apparently he was joking.
If you're bad at video, I'm about to say if you're bad at video games, my guy, just say so.
I want to put the game twice if I didn't like it.
No, that game was incredible. Probably one of the best Star Wars games that they've ever made to date.
Are we talking about it? Is it time?
Yeah, we're fucking talking about it, of course.
All right, all right, so give me your number ones. Let's fucking talk about it.
Fallen Order is my number one.
All right, well, you said one of the best of all time. It's the best, nigga. It's the GOAT. It's the best Star Wars game that's ever come out.
I wanted to open it up because, I mean, there's also KOTOR, which was legendary and legacy making.
KOTOR, you say it weird.
What? It's KOTOR.
You said it weird.
KOTOR.
KOTOR.
I say KOTOR.
You put a D in it. It's not Knights of the Dick. Like KOTOR. Knights of the Old Republic, my guy. KOTOR.
Whatever.
Enunciate, my guy. Enunciate.
Okay. Top 3, Jedi Fallen Order, Force Unleashed, OG Battlefront.
Okay.
That was my top 3.
Joel?
I would go with
You can
Jedi
overlap,
Academy.
that's fine.
I love Jedi Academy.
Damn, that's going back.
Yeah, Jedi Academy, Star Wars Episode 3. I love that one. Bro, you got to play as Obi-Wan and Anakin. Like, it was
I played that shit on my Game Boy. Oh my god.
I did too. That was my shit, yo. And since you already said,
no, you can
Fallen
overlap.
Order,
It's fine. You can overlap, dude. It's totally fine.
I mean, I love the Force Unleashed series. I love both of them. The second one, I love both the mechanics and the story.
Yeah, the second one is more gameplay. It's really, really good gameplay-wise, horrible story-wise. The first one's great in both.
I gotta highlight the Lego Star Wars games.
Oh, fuck
those games are actually surprisingly really good.
See, the Lego Star Wars, the original Lego Star Wars game is still in my top 5.
Yeah, it's like they
I
had
asked for
such
top
a.
3.
I said top 3. Excuse you.
What's yours, KJ?
All right, so number 1, Fallen Order with a bullet. That's an easy dub.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 2, surprised neither you got it. This might be because I'm a little older than y'all. The Episode 1 Pod Racer.
Oh my god, yes,
bro. That game fucking goes.
I have that on my N64.
I had that game. Yeah, that game was fire. I had it on Game Boy.
Wait, is that
my homie had an N64, and I would just go over there every weekend. Yo, let me play Pod Racer. Let's play Pod Racer.
Yo, if I ever figure out how to do that, I'm gonna stream that game. Shit. My
last one's a weird hot take. And it's not like it's not to be spicy. It's genuinely like how I feel. Post patch and update Star Wars Battlefront 2.
I'll give you that. I'll give it to you.
That game is a lot of fun after you get rid of the microtransactions.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Game's a fucking blast.
It is. OG Battlefront 2. I think OG Battlefront 2 is way better. But
I like the new one. I like the chaoticness about it. I like the 32 player maps. Like, you're just going fucking at it with people, yo. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of like you feel like you're in a Star Wars battle scene. You know, there's so many lasers going everywhere. Once you see a Jedi, you're fucking out. It's dope. I always have a good time when I play it. But it's Fallen Order with a bullet. You know, it's that story is phenomenal. The gameplay is great. It's challenging. It's rewarding. You know, you get to go to all these different planets. Sick.
It is. It's really good. And I hope that, like, in the second game, I know we're going to get a second game. I really hope we do get more, like, side stuff to the game, because I think that's what this game was kind of missing. There's all the side stuff was just exploration. And I love it. And I explored the shit out of all those planets. But I would love some, like, you know, not so much side missions, but just some side content to, you know, do on those planets.
I mean, there was side stuff to do. You could find, you know, your little loot boxes and find some secret bosses.
Like I said,
there's stuff to do.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, what is Fallen Order but a Souls-like?
Exactly.
So you don't want to go too off-brand. You don't want to make it too like. You can go in Elden Ring's like set of scale with it, but I don't think you want to overwhelm. Because you got to remember, like, Elden Ring's like original IP, they can do whatever they want. As you just start fucking around with the Star Wars IP, like you said, we love to hate on shit. Oh, this animal, this creature doesn't belong on this planet. You can tell they really don't care about the franchise. They're just here to make a buck. Shut up. Play your game and shut up. Just be happy, okay?
No, exactly. I totally agree.
I think Fallen Order was missing a traditional New Game Plus, because
for sure.
With all your powers.
I think doesn't it have one now though, since the PS5 update.
Patched it in.
Yeah. I believe it has one now because they released the PS5 update that I just downloaded. And I want to play this weekend. But I think they got a New Game Plus, so I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, let me know. I mean, let me know if they do, because that's like the pacing was so off because like you would get all your best powers in like the last quarter of the game.
That's kind of how the games work.
I mean, but you have to start all the way over though, and not have that. You know, so I was kind of missing New Game Plus when it came out. That was really my only like pet peeve about it.
I think one of the biggest issues with that is that like a lot of the earlier parts of the game are going to be a lot easier when you have your detachable dual lightsaber. So having the one lightsaber, I mean, yeah, the New Game Plus, obviously that's kind of the point. But like having just a single lightsaber in the beginning of the game made it a lot more challenging. And once you got like the dual blade, it became a lot easier. And you could just freaking
I have a gaming hot take.
Go for it.
I hate New Game Plus.
Really?
Hate it. Yep, hate it.
I mean, I rarely play New Game Plus.
I don't like the concept of starting game over after I beat it, just so I can have everything.
That's fair.
I feel like the power unlocking is just part of the story, part of the time, right?
Yeah.
Like, so like I don't like Miles has my favorite New Game Plus because there's like 3 powers you can only get in New Game Plus. So I'm like, all right, you're giving me something to work towards. That's fine. But, like the first Spider-Man, when you just go back in, it's like you have all the web tree and you have all your abilities. Go do the story again. I'm like, no, bitch, I don't want to see May die again.
Right.
Spoilers for a 4-year-old game, but if you didn't play it, bitch, get over it.
So here's my thing with New Game Plus. My thing with New Game Plus is it works really well on games that have like multiple endings and multiple choices and shit, because if you want to learn all the endings, all the stuff,
that's fair.
You don't want to have to like work towards all the upgrades again just to do all the choices and stuff. Because that's my issue with Dying Light 2. Is that like I made a mistake in the story and I'm like, shit, okay, I really want to play this again to see what I can do differently, but they don't have New Game Plus yet, so I know I'm going to have to do all that shit again and I don't want to. So that's where I would do a New Game Plus. With something like Star Wars Fallen Order, yeah, I really probably wouldn't. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense to do it, just you're playing the same game with all the powers, you're just OP as fuck.
Right.
So yeah, I get that.
That's the purpose of New Game Plus in any game, is to be able to just replay. Like, that's the traditional replay value of games. Before there was online, before there was DLC, you replay the game because you like playing the game. So, I mean...
Yeah. No, yeah.
And some guys replay games.
I honestly don't often. It will be years
until
I replay a game. It'll be years until I replay a game.
That's same.
It depends on, like, what I'm doing gaming-wise. Like, you get so many free game days and so many sales that like I have such a backlog that I have plenty of games that I want to replay, like Mortal Shell. I love that game. It's a Souls-like game. I want to replay it, but I got so many games I have to play through first. So
yeah, like I want to replay Cyberpunk with another story just because I got the update and everything. So I really want to replay that game, but I'm not going to for a while, and that's been years since I played the original. I replayed Horizon before I started Forbidden West. Forbidden West is amazing, by the way.
That's what I'm about to do. I'm about to start the original so I can run through it.
Yeah, it's so good. But yeah, like I've never replayed a game right after I finished it. I've never done a game back to back. Like I don't have a point.
I was gonna say I did that with Spider-Man Web of Shadows. I played that game like 5 times back to back. I fucking loved that game.
Yeah, but that game has a lot of different choices you can make, right?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, so that makes sense. Like, that makes total sense.
What were you going to say, KJ? My bad.
Oh, no, like, I was going to tell you, like, it takes me years, like Patrick was saying. Like, I just started Infamous Second Son again.
Oh, my God.
Just because it was like a launch title. Yeah. I don't remember the story now, so I'm like, you know what? Let me run through Infamous again for funsies.
It's so good.
Yeah, I was going through, like, the PS Plus collection, and I'm like, what do I want to play? And, like, I'm probably going to Infamous.
I love the first 2 way more than I love Infamous Second Son. I feel like it was.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Infamous 2.
I won't lie to say like I'm having a super good time. Yeah, I won't lie to say like I'm like, oh my god, this game is great. I'm like, this is
fun.
This is a game.
Fun.
It's fun.
Yeah,
it's a good way to kill my time instead of scrolling on TikTok.
Yeah, that's fair.
Right?
I'll give you that.
They're like trying to make it new edgy and like, yo, let's graffiti this wall, and I'm like, what is
that was
the radio?
Hot
I don't
take.
care about fucking graffiti the wall. I want to fucking go kill people. Like,
bro, it was 2014. All you knew was Edge.
I know. Seriously. And that game was the only game to really use the freaking motion control of the PS4 controller. No other game did that. And I loved it. I was like, this is fun. This is cool. But then no other game utilized it. I was like, why?
That was not a qualification for me to enjoy my PS4 controller.
No, it wasn't. But it was cool. It was unique. I could like shake it. There's a little sound, and I could do that. That was fun. It was enjoyable. Whatever.
Get away. Get away from that. Like,
yeah, I mean,
you can shake it all you want and throw it in your controller and make jerk off motions all you want with your fucking Wii remote. Like.
Why are you so triggered by this fucking controller movement? Bro, what did I do to you?
This dude will hate on the most random shit. I swear to God.
I mean, bro, same, but goddamn, he's mad about that fucking spray can shit, bro.
Oh God.
That's just wild.
Like, I didn't hate it. It was a cool little niche feature that it had.
It still does on the PS5. Oh shit, my camera. It still does on the PS5.
Barely.
I forgot I'm plugged in. Shut up, bitch.
So let's talk about like least favorite Star Wars shit. Since I'm trying to bring it back to Star Wars.
Oh,
are we doing games or movies?
Anything. Least favorite, because like a lot of the Star Wars games, like they haven't really made a bad Star Wars game. There's some that aren't as good as others, but I haven't seen a legitimately bad Star Wars game besides maybe Star Wars the remake of Battlefront.
Star Wars Squadrons, ass. Battlefront 1.
No. Okay. I had to come in defense of Squadrons really quick. It is fun for like 20 minutes. It's legitimately fun if you like aerial combat games because they do it really freaking well. But there's just no content in the game to keep you there. Like once you play like one or two battles, you lose interest in it real fast.
I mean, multiplayer is just unbalanced as fuck. And you got people like just.
I wouldn't say it's unbalanced because like I'm not good at the game and I still kill it at that game. However, there's not enough people in the game, so it's mostly just AI. There's like 3 other players and then the rest of them are AI. So it's kind of jank that way. But the gameplay itself and the fact that like the integration they do with all the different starships and everything. It's really cool. It works. They react. They fly really well. The controls are tight. They're really responsive. It's a lot of fun to play. Again, for like 20 minutes. 20 minutes max, and then you get bored. It's like 1 or 2 matches. If they had more content, it would be different, but I don't know.
Yeah. Is there a third game? I don't know.
Like I said, Star Wars hasn't really made bad games. There's just some games that aren't good. But that doesn't mean they're legitimately like horrible games. At least I can't think of any legit horrible games.
They have. It's just that we all blocked them out because they're not important. Because like all the good
the
games
first Battlefront was bad.
Like the original Battlefront?
No, like the one that came out.
The remake.
Yeah, the remake. The one
that
in
one,
2016, 15.
Yeah, that one was pretty. Like again, it wasn't like bad. It was just not as good as everyone was expecting it to be.
I mean, as far as content was, I liked it a lot. But then, like, I don't know, with the second one, I didn't vibe with the second one as much combat-wise. I felt like it was really slow. I felt like I was just
they had to patch a lot in the second game to make it good. When it first came out, it was garbage because it was loaded with microtransactions, it was pay to win, and it was just bad that way. But the gameplay itself, I think, hasn't changed a whole lot.
I mean, even because it came out on PS Plus 2 years later. Yeah. And that's when I finally played it. And I was like,
I'll still jump into it every now and then. It's fun to like kill time with. It's one of my.
I jumped into it like 6 months ago. Yeah.
Like I'll choose Battlefront 2 over Battlefield 2042 any day of the week.
I mean, ever since I became a Doom head, I've been really, really particular about my FPSs.
That's right.
And like. Yeah, I just need it to be like refined, and it's just like, it's okay. Like I would go back to OG Battlefront 2 for picking up new Battlefront 2. Like
I just love the heroes that like playing as all the heroes on Mos Eisley. Like that was one of my favorite parts about Battlefront 2.
I think my other favorite game was Battlefront that was on the PSP. I can't remember what it was called.
That was Battlefront 2. There was a Battlefront 2 on the PSP. That's where I played it.
Really?
They had like
Yeah.
they had the mode of Galactic Conquest.
Yeah, I freaking loved that. That was Battlefront 2.
Yeah, I love Galactic Conquest. That was my favorite. Yeah, that was one of my favorite modes.
That was a ton of fun. That's why I wish Squadrons was. I thought they were just gonna make like a Galactic Conquest game. You know, just do air combat that way. But it's not. It's just dogfighting, and that's all it is.
Yeah, it was a missed opportunity.
I don't know why. It was a huge missed opportunity. It was stupid. Like, I don't know why.
You guys have any games that you feel aged better or didn't age as well after they came out?
I think
Force Unleashed.
Yeah, Force Unleashed has not aged well.
Yeah.
You think so?
Old 2005 to 8 like action adventure games is fucking.
They're jank as fuck now.
Yeah, they aged real poorly, man. They're just janky. Cameras bad. Combat's repetitive. Like
back in the day, that's all we were used to. So we were like, "This is awesome. This is amazing." Nowadays, they've done so much with even the most linear games that, like games like that they made in 2005, like Force Unleashed. It's just like, wow, this is not as good as I remember. Like in my mind, and that's one of the reasons I don't want to replay it, because I just want to let it live rent free in my mind.
Yeah, and that's my point. Like, I don't think it means it's a bad game. I just don't think it aged well.
Exactly.
And nothing ages well. You can read some of our you can watch some of our videos from 5 years ago. They don't age well.
Oh
yeah, like it is what it is.
Hell, there are a lot of our videos that we made way back in 2018 that have not aged well at all.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. You can just watch some old DDI videos. They're not great.
They're not.
I think there's a lot of PSP games that have aged well. It's just that people have gotten spoiled, I guess, with like stuff like Last of Us and Red Dead Redemption 2 and stuff. Fair. It's like those games, those games can still be fun. Like,
I would argue that KOTOR 2 has aged fairly well. I said KOTOR 2, I think is still a viable game in 2022.
That's why they're remaking it, so you can get your money.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm talking about like the original game. Like, there's still players of the original game. My computer can run it. I booted it up not that long ago. It's an old ass game. It is, the graphics are not great, but it plays well. Oh God, he's turned into a robot.
R2-D2 ass nigga.
You said what?
R2-D2 ass nigga, you on Frozen sound choppy and shit.
Early 2000s and 90s was like the best highlight for gaming, bro. Creativity, innovations. Like, I feel like gaming's kind of at a plateau where it's like, all right, we made graphics pretty. Now what? It's like, well, you still got like story. You got character development. You got all these things that like seem to go out the window. But no, let's put microtransactions, the NFTs and everything. That'll fix the problem.
I think that's a very.
Come on, you know what I mean?
I think microtransactions are taking a step down, because a lot of the most recent games that we've seen haven't really contained them, and a lot of developers are taking a step back even from DLC a whole lot as well. We haven't been seeing a whole lot of that come out in recent games either. A lot of developers are doing more expansions, so that's a plus. I think a lot of developers have learned their lesson on that front.
Yeah. I think a game that probably should get a second look would be Star Wars Force Unleashed 2. I know people shit on the game, but like,
Force Unleashed needs a remake. Force Unleashed needs a remake.
Yeah, I would say like a remaster.
I wouldn't say remaster. I would 100% say a remake, because even a remaster of that game is still going to be. Well, again, it's not going to be great.
Well, I'm gonna be streaming. I just bought Battlefield 2, the OG one, and then I bought Force Unleashed 1 and 2. So I'll play them this weekend. I'm gonna stream them this weekend and see if they age well or not. But
like I said, I don't want to play those games, because I know if I do, I'm going to be like, why did I like this game?
I
watched
13 and
I watched the cinematic. I watched the cinematic and the story play out, and because like that story is awesome. But that's about it.
I mean, I put it on my PC, so it's going to be 60 frames. And I remember that, come on, you don't want to play with Darth Vader at 60 frames per second, killing Wookiees? Like, that shit sounds fucking dope.
It does sound tight.
I can't wait to play that game again, man.
Continuing on the Star Wars conversation, how about we do top characters? Do you have guys like your favorite characters in Star Wars universe? Not so much like just Jedi or just Sith. I mean, we can do that as well.
Absolutely.
Like, overall, top characters. Go for it.
Easy. Easy. Who's the baddest motherfucker in the galaxy? Who the only guy in this bitch with a... Who the only motherfucker in this game with a goddamn purple lightsaber? Mace goddamn Windu is my guy.
That's
fucking
fair.
love Mace Windu.
That's fair.
Yeah, I love it.
You got top three? You got top three?
Mace.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Mace. Maul.
All right.
Mace, Maul, probably. Fuck. Poe? No,
Poe?
I'm lying
Really?
to myself. I was lying to myself. I said it and I didn't feel right about it. I watched Moon Knight last night, so it was just stuck in my head.
Oscar Isaac himself, yes. Poe.
Yeah. I don't have a third. I guess Ewan McGregor's Obi-Wan. I don't like old Obi-Wan.
That's fair. Jewel,
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Dev, do you have a top three?
The best motherfucker in the galaxy is the Binks man, bro. Come on, dog. The Binks man, bro.
See, now I just know you're trying to trigger people.
It fucking worked.
I would say,
Run that tape back.
I would say Jabba the Hutt is probably one of my favorites.
What the fuck?
Just because he doesn't need the Force. He can kill you with a fart. Like, if you want to be honest, he has strong powers without even being a Jedi. He's
Bro, how are you talking about like his powers and not the fact that he had an entire fucking cartel?
How about the fact that he had Leia in that sexy ass little outfit that became a
Oh my god.
That shit was amazing.
Oh
bro.
my god.
And then he had the nerve to stand up to Luke Skywalker. He's like, yo, man.
That's because Luke Skywalker was a nobody. Luke Skywalker was a nobody. Oh, okay, so but legit top three. What's your legit top three? Stop fucking around.
All right, well, I got Jabba. I got fucking Anakin Skywalker, of course, and then Darth Plagueis the third. Love this man. Never met him before a day in my life, but he sounds like he's cool. So
fair enough.
He taught Sidious everything he knew. Apparently, also how to not die. So I mean, gotta give him respect for that.
I still think that's bullshit in the Rise of Skywalker, but that was still a cool scene. Honestly, the only thing good about the Rise of Skywalker was
nothing.
Nothing.
Shut up. Do you want me to start screaming, or you want to go on with your episode?
I just like the idea of Sith dark magic. I just like that idea, that lore.
I like the idea of good movies. Fuck that movie.
It was a horrible movie. Absolutely.
That movie was ass. That movie was. I could probably poop, and they would make a better movie than 9.
Probably.
That movie wasn't just ass. That movie was Lizzo's ass on that fucking plane, bro. That shit was exposed and disgusting. Fuck that movie, bro.
It was so.
It
was
all my homies hate Rise of Skywalker. All my homies hate Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah, because it's a horrible movie.
Don't rock with that.
That shit was. I said all the real Star Wars fans hate Rise of Skywalker. That shit was.
Yeah, movie is absolute ass.
Rey is not a Skywalker. Let's make it happen.
Like, yo,
apparently she is. You don't get to make the choices.
She's not a Skywalker. Just because you say you're Skywalker doesn't make you a fucking Skywalker.
Are you just assuming her identity right now, man? You misogynistic cisgendered white male?
Oh my fucking god!
Oh
my god!
Relationship. It's like, let's give him a lover relationship. Like,
yeah,
relationship with like 3 different years.
That was not great.
That was so weird.
That was not.
It's like, yo,
there's one good part of Rise of Skywalker. It's when Ren is, or Burn now, is surrounded by the Knights of Ren, and he's just like, well. He starts teeing off on him. That was fun. That was cool. The rest of the movie fucking sucks. Yeah. But yeah, that's cool.
Anyway.
My favorite part of that movie was when Sidious just uses a power that he's had this whole time, and he could have used in any part of the other trilogy.
Yo, right? It's like, dude. Right? Like, what the hell? That was dumb. That was, oh my god.
I bet you could have any time from 1 through 6. All of a sudden, it was to bring it out. That shit was ass, bro.
That was dumb.
What the fuck is this?
That was dumb.
So, yo,
anyways, my top 3, since I haven't given mine fucking yet. Number 1's Han. I'm a total Han fanboy. Fucking love him to death. New school, I absolutely love Mando. I think he's a great character. I think he's really, really cool. I think has a lot of depth, really unique in terms of like delving into the whole Mandalorian lore. I think that's awesome. And then of course Obi-Wan, Ewan McGregor's Obi-Wan. old Ben's great too. I grew up with him, yeah. But Ewan McGregor made that character who he is.
Fair.
What's your least favorite movie?
My least favorite movie? Probably The Last Jedi.
Yeah.
Rise of Skywalker.
The Last Jedi only because like at least The Rise of Skywalker was like straightforward with what it was doing. Like The Last Jedi went in so many stupid directions, started so many threads, and never delivered on a single fucking one.
But they tried to do something interesting.
They did, but it didn't work. Like, do something interesting.
Because Disney said no.
Follow through with it. Like, God.
Disney said no.
Oh my God! Then don't do it in the first place.
Patrick, who directed Last Jedi?
I know it was Rian Johnson.
And who directed Rise of Skywalker?
J.J. Abrams.
And who directed Force Awakens?
It should have been J.J. Abrams throughout all three. I know. It should have been J.J. Abrams throughout.
Doing something different.
I know. No, okay, but you can't just do something different in the middle of a fucking trilogy that's never going to deliver on it. If you have to have
when they put you in the position.
No, because,
remember he was supposed to do 2 and 3. He wasn't supposed to do just one, just the second one. He was supposed to do Last Jedi and whatever he wanted to call Episode 9.
Yeah.
They kicked him, right? And they're like, JJ, save us, because everybody got real in their fucking panties about Last Jedi.
But Last Jedi still had that absolutely freaking stupid side quest with Finn and Rose that they literally accomplished zero. Nothing happened. It was a pointless half an hour of that movie.
Yeah.
Nothing happened. No, it was barely character development. They didn't do anything to push the plot forward. Nothing.
They were trying to give my see this why you can tell you racist. You hate to see a black man win. My man was just trying to fall in love with a nice, attractive young lady. And you just out here, let that man enjoy his time with Kelly Marie Tran. I don't remember her character's name, but I remember the actress' name because she got bullied on Instagram. Like, let that young lady and him just have a great life. Stop being a fucking hater.
The only thing, Rose was the most detrimental part of that plot because she kept Finn from getting killed. Finn was a stupid, bad character. He was a bad character.
You're a stupid, bad host. Fuck you.
They could have made him so much better. They could have made him such an awesome character, but they just didn't. He was the most generic-ass character in the world.
So, Poe was a Han Solo knockoff, and he was,
and that was dumb. That was dumb. That's the thing. All the characters were trying to be just knockoffs and copies of the original characters, and none of them panned out that way because they didn't have the depth or the charisma or the chemistry on set to make it happen. The only ones that actually had some sort of chemistry on set were Kylo and maybe Rey.
Nah, man, that wasn't even. I wouldn't call that.
Adam Driver did Kylo well. He did act very well. I thought I enjoyed him as a character. I enjoyed him as an actor. He was the only redeeming quality of the sequel trilogy.
I mean, I like the fact that Yoda just abandoned the Jedi Order. It's like, yo, man, fuck that. We didn't need that shit anyway.
It's like, nah, you're good. You don't need that shit. You're good.
That's the one. That's why I will put 8 above 9. 9 was just as convoluted, and nothing got done, and they were all over the place, and they resurrected a character that died like ages ago.
Yeah, I know. Well, again, the whole Darth Sidious coming back, that would have been great if that was planned from the very beginning.
Right.
It would have been good. They could have done it really, really well. But the fact that they didn't plan it and didn't reveal it until the last movie was stupid.
All of a sudden, one of Sidious's tones gets loose, and he lets him go. Yeah, he lets him have a normal life and have a kid. That don't make no fucking sense.
It's stupid.
Why would he do that?
My comparison to these movies goes this way. You don't take someone who hasn't seen every Marvel movie to Endgame and expect them to have a good time.
Exactly.
You don't take people who don't have like full Star Wars. Like, I love Star Wars. Top 3 franchise of all time for me. I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm a fucking scholar when it comes to Star Wars. So, going to that movie, which is catalog isn't like the MCU, which 20 years maybe. No, not even. Iron Man was 2008. So what are we looking at? Like 16 years? Taking a catalog that spans literally from the 70s till now and being like, here's your fan service, and just kind of being like, I want to coherent films, not just to get dumped on. You can dump on me with Endgame. Endgame was the culmination. Y'all still planning on making more movies. We're not dumb. We know you're going to make more movies. It might not be next year. It might not be in 5 years. But you're going to make more movies. Yeah. So don't patronize me, I guess, is my point.
No, yeah, I agree.
I remember the biggest selling point of 8 was those little furry fucking animal things.
Yeah, the pogs or whatever.
The pogs!
Yeah, man. They were trying to push those shows everywhere, That was the biggest selling point of 8. I thought I knew it was going to be terrible.
The fucking 2010 Ewoks. Let's
go. They really tried to make that happen. Oh my god.
That was the biggest selling point.
You turned into R2D2.
Toys, free merchandise, like here, come see our movie.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and it works. You know when the pork fucking popped? This guy. Don't try to do himself shit.
This dude probably has a Porg plush in his apartment right now.
Nah, I got a Pikachu plush with a Charizard cloak.
That's adorable as hell.
I know, bitch. Don't tell me what I own.
Nah, that like the sequel trilogy would have been a lot better if it had a coherent storyline from the beginning to the end, and it wasn't just fan service. Well, yeah, it should have just been a Jedi Academy trilogy. Like that would have been so great.
Yeah.
Instead, they just did the whole, saying not showing thing that DC does a lot. DC does a lot of the whole like showing not telling or telling not showing. They don't show what happens. They just tell you and assume that you understand what's going on. Star Wars did exactly that for the sequel trilogy, where they just told you what happened and hoped everyone just agreed with it.
So I got one more question for y'all. And I think after this, because like I think this is like the encompassing question. Like you can take any source of media, whether it be the TV, games, movies, board games, toys, whatever. If you had one big ask, like you can just make one choice for all of the Star Wars universe, what would it be?
Goddamn.
Do you want me to fill time? Because I know what my answer is.
Yeah, go for it. I gotta think about it.
I am so fucking tired of one family's drama causing everyone's issue in the fucking galaxy. Bro, give me a Star Wars movie like that just has no. I want a trilogy that has nothing to do with the Skywalkers. Not in name, not in fucking, cameo, nothing. I don't want Han involved. I don't want Leia involved. Luke, Chewie, C-3PO, R2-D2.
I think that was the whole initial purpose of 7, 8, 9 was to end like the Skywalker trilogy and start focusing on other things.
But they didn't need to. That's the thing.
Yeah,
I would agree with you if the title of the last movie wasn't Rise of Skywalker. I would agree with you, but they literally said, "Nah, this bitch is still a Skywalker. This family's drama is still everybody else's problem. I'm good. Just give me an, you know what would have been tight? A whole fucking Finn story. A stormtrooper that finally gains consciousness and wants to fucking stop him. That'd be tight. Give me a Han that believes in the Force.
He would have been the next Mace Windu because he was Force sensitive. So, like, he could have been the next Black Jedi. That would have been double stuff.
Did they actually canonize him being Force sensitive?
See, this is where Star Wars fucks with me. Did they canonize this? Was canon? Is this a part of the story? Nah, bitch. Just make movies. I want space swashbuckling. That's all I want.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's exactly it. Yeah, like my ask would be like you said, like not having Skywalker, but even more so, I just want like a whole trilogy not with the Jedi themselves, even though they were a staple of the Star Wars franchise. Like Rogue One was an amazing movie, and they only had Darth Vader as a cameo, and they had the Force kind of in it as well. Not really with,
but that's what I like.
That was cool. Like having the Force as like this background character that like binds everything together. It's like this like this old religion that no one really follows anymore. Like that's really, really cool. And Rogue One was such a good fucking movie. Like do like a trilogy like Rogue One, and I'm all here for it. That's one of the reasons like we need 1313 back.
I know. I want that game. That's my second ass. That's my second fucking ass because I was so hyped about that game. It was immature.
Yeah.
It was gonna be about a soldier. Yo,
it was gonna be the Boba Fett prequel, and it was gonna be amazing.
Now the license is up. Anybody can make a Star Wars game now. So I'm hoping somebody's gonna dig up 1313. Fucking like, I hope they already had like gameplay and all that shit ready for it. Like,
I'm hoping we get more like actual gritty Star Wars games that aren't so focused around the Jedi. I love Jedi Fallen Order.
You won't. Disney still owns it.
I know, but I mean like games in general because the game like the license is up now, so anyone can make a game.
Disney still has to okay it. You won't.
Yeah. I mean, they okay Jedi Fallen Order.
How much blood's in Fallen Order?
I mean, that's fair. No, I'm not even talking about blood and everything, though. I'm talking about just like not having the Jedi. I'm talking about like almost like a first-person shooter or a third-person shooter Star Wars game.
Battlefront.
Not so much Battlefront. More like I don't even say more like Guardians of the Galaxy.
All right, I'm rapping. You said it. That's my trigger word.
Whoa! Guardians of the Galaxy game was amazing. It was a great game.
It was fine. It was fine. It was
It
fine.
was great.
It was fine. It was fine. You're a fucking fanboy and you know it.
No. I played through the entire game and I loved it. I thought it was so much fun.
Patrick, everybody expected the game to be shit. That's why it got good reviews.
That's fair.
If it was expected to be amazing, it would have got shit reviews. Just like Marvel's Avengers. It would have been terrible.
Oof, Marvel's
All right, now you triggered me. Marvel's Avengers is bad. Okay, I can't defend it. I can't. Yeah, it's fun. It's bad. It's very bad.
Oh my god.
I would like a trilogy about the ancient Sith. Like just focus on ancient Sith lore, just like where they came from, how they got to be around.
Yeah,
their lore is amazing. Like they used to be able to move planets and literally use their force powers to like corrupt the whole world at one time. Like,
Darth Nihilus literally ate worlds. All right, like
they managed to bring people back to life. They managed to do so much shit that the Jedi never could do. Like they were so powerful. I just want a trilogy just about them, just like where they came from and everything. Like
that'd be really cool. Sith lore is some of the coolest lore in Star Wars, in the Star Wars franchise, and some of the most untouched lore as well. Besides like KOTOR and Jedi Academy and some of the other older games that really touched on the older Sith and even the comic books as well, but we still haven't seen like old Sith, ancient Sith type of stuff. Yeah. And that would be some like really dark. Again, it's Disney, so I doubt they'd make something that dark, but it would be really, really cool.
Yeah, fuck this. God damn it.
Oh, man.
This really grinds my gears, man. Like,
you really grind my gears.
Oh, man.
It's such a mature IP, and you give it to the most child-friendly people in the industry. How do you do that? How do you do that? They're so child-friendly. It hurts.
Just give it back to George Lucas and see what he can do with it.
You're a brave man for saying that.
I know. I still have faith in the guy. The prequels are a lot better than we thought they were. So when we saw how bad Star Wars could get, we went back to the prequels like, okay, maybe they weren't that bad. The thing is, the prequels were bad movies, but good Star Wars.
Yeah.
Great Star Wars, bad movies. Sequels, bad Star Wars, good, maybe good movies, cinematically.
Yeah, minus one. I really like the prequels. One was kind of like slow, I guess, because it was the first one.
It was so much more political, and it probably shouldn't have started out with like that. They shouldn't have started out with the first movie being so political and setting the stage for that, even though it was a political
They're all
story,
political.
But
They're all political.
I do like the politics of it all because like it really does give a more grounded approach to the whole thing. But I wouldn't want a whole trilogy just about the politics of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. which is basically what the prequel trilogy was. It was mainly about the politics of everything. And then it got into, betrayal and Force and Sith and everything else.
I mean, it was good because it kind of showed you how, because you're sitting there watching 4, 5, and 6, and you're like, how the fuck does somebody so blatantly evil take over the whole galaxy? Like, you just want to know how this happened. You got people in white outfits that might as well be Klan members, minus the pointy hat. You know what I'm
They
saying?
were Nazis. They were Nazis.
They tried to round it off so it didn't look like they were fucking. This Windu was so mad. He did not like them clones. He did not want the fucking clones, yo.
Not at all, bro. Not at all.
It's like, how about we don't do this? This seems sketchy as fuck.
I'm sick and tired of these clones.
On this motherfucking starship. Oh my god.
Yeah, that should have confirmed Palpatine was his favorite moment. He's like, I knew the white man was evil. I need to take him out now. Yo, Anakin, let me do this. This has been 400 years in the making. Let me do this. Let me do this now. Like,
oh my god. Didn't they bring Mace Windu back for The Force Unleashed?
Did that?
Yeah, he was a VO.
Yeah.
When he was like saying, Ray, go away, come again another day.
Not fucking in the movies. Force Unleashed the game. Didn't they bring him back in the game?
Oh, I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure
I haven't played that game in years.
I thought he made an appearance with Ram Koda. I forget.
Who do you think they did dirty in the series, like in the movies? Who do you think they did the most dirty?
Mace Windu.
For me, I think it was definitely Mace Windu, but there's other people that did pretty dirty too. They did Qui-Gon Jinn definitely. They did Qui-Gon Jinn dirty. Who?
Boba Fett.
Oh yeah.
In general, he has like 7 minutes of screen time. I think it's a bad show.
Well, apparently they put. Well, yeah, actually they did, because even though they put him into the original, like A New Hope, they CGI'd him into the New Hope, and then to give him even a little bit more to see, like, oh, he was there. But yeah,
right. Yeah, he gets like 10-minute total screen time, and then he gets a mid fucking Disney Plus show.
Yeah,
for like one of the most beloved characters in like, Star Wars Oh, Star Wars Bounty Hunter also fucks. I just kind of thought about that.
Oh my god, that game is great. And so is Republic Commando. Oh my god, remake that game.
All right, now we're just gonna start listing games. We should probably wrap.
Yeah. All right, guys. What is your favorite Star Wars? What's your least favorite Star Wars? Let us know all your thoughts about everything we talked about in the comment section below. We're out of time for today. We've been doing this for over an hour, and it's pretty sure it's still going to be around that time anyways after I do the edit. So, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please hit that like button. If you're new to the channel and not subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button, hit that bell so you can notify whenever these videos go live. If you're listening to this in the podcast, follow us and check us out every single Monday for new episodes. Thanks so much for watching. Stay excellent, and we'll see you next week in the Proper Gaming Talk Show. Peace. He always does this. What?